You are about to listen to The Great Ski Lift, Zerby's Space, by Anton Soliman. Copyright 2018. Narrated by Ian A. Miller and published by TekTime. Chapter 1. The Immersion Point. Although early afternoon, it was almost dark. Oskar was cold. Impossible to stay in that lifeless forecourt any longer. He was growing tired, after rising at dawn and driving a great distance for many hours. The journey had been strange, and taken him across unknown territory. Highway 26 South ran westward toward the Great Plains, and traced a full U-turn before the Sierra mountain chain, followed by a dirt road full of potholes along an unfamiliar and tortuous route. The mountain range stretched endlessly alongside the highway, yet he'd never been curious enough to see it up close. He only knew they were remote and deserted, part of a land that didn't belong to him. A fictional canvas where nothing would be familiar, no plans to carry out, no reference points. It was late. He had to find a hotel for spending the night. Going back, at this point, in a strange region was unwise. The village lay down valley from the cable car's forecourt. Only after navigating several twists and turns did the first houses emerge, stone constructions with smoking chimneys. A few lights were already on. On the village outskirts, a figure unloaded hay for a stable from a filthy carriage. He was a squat old man wearing a brown velvet jacket. The slow, pained movements indicated fatigue. "Sorry to bother you," said Oskar, leaning out of his window seat with an awkward look. "I wondered if there's a hotel nearby." The old man gave him a calm, steady look before slowly approaching the car. "Further down, before the village ends, there's a fellow called Ignacio. You'll see a green door with a yellow lamp. I know he has some rooms." "I understand, thanks. A door with a yellow lamp," repeated Oskar, enunciating clearly to show he'd understood the directions. "That's right, but look carefully, as the lamp is often off. In fact, tonight it's definitely off." Oskar drove at a snail's pace, checking each door, looking at everything with manic care, like a cat entering a dark attic. He crossed a small square with a brightly lit tavern. Snatches of conversation wafted through the glazed windows, the sounds of locals inside playing cards. At the village outskirts he spotted the hotel easily. The building was bigger than the others and seemed almost alive. It was straight out of a children's book, as if carved from a large pumpkin. The lit windows resembled two open eyes, and the light filtering from the door akin to a wide-opened mouth. He left the car and knocked on the green door. A man shuffled forward to open. "Good evening. I need a room for the night and a bite to eat, if possible." "Of course, sir. Please come in. Is your luggage in the car? Good. Don't worry and make yourself comfortable. I'll send someone to take it." Oskar stepped inside as the man scuttled ahead, switching on lights. The smell of soup hangs heavy in the air. The innkeeper welcomed him into the dining room. The stacked tables in the corner revealed poor-quality floor tiles. The fireplace was artificial, and looked like it had probably never worked. The hotel was a newly built monstrosity. The innkeeper excused himself to the kitchen to check what meals were available. Oskar saw the dining room had been built over much older architecture. The original walls were ancient, and the wooden door could be from an oak tree cut down centuries earlier. The smell of stale soup grew stronger. The dining room was cold, and Oskar started fidgeting, left to sit there waiting. He felt frozen stiff and above all pretty disappointed by the start of his holidays. After a few minutes, a female figure slipped out of the wooden door dividing the private rooms from the hotel. He heard a voice call out to the slim figure. The innkeeper returned with a
Sample complete. Ready to continue?